If you provide handheld radios to other people for outdoor adventuring, like off-roading, overlanding, hiking, fishing, camping, whatever you're doing, and you need to carry a lot of handheld radios into the field, or you just like to have a variety of options for handheld radios on you in case you want different bands, different power levels, different features, different digital modes, whatever it might be, you need a case like this from Retevis where you can carry up to 9 handheld radios in a single bag and all their accessories. Guys, this thing's awesome. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin and this is Comms by Kemp Outside, where your inside source for outdoor comms. Well, a while ago I came across these Retevis like briefcase bags for ham radios or FRS radios, GMRS radios, MERS, whatever you're doing for handheld radios. And I was really looking for a way to carry all of my radios when I went camping with my family, right? Because when we're out camping, we're using GMRS, and so I'm issuing GMRS radios to everybody. Sometimes I carry some FRS radios or some MERS radios. I carry some ham radios for myself, depending on what I want when I'm out there hiking or just doing random things, you know, a couple of dual band radios. And I just got tired of trying to carry all these radios in different pouches and bags and stuff like that. I said I needed something to organize my radios, and I came across this Retevis ham radio, GMRS radio, MERS radio carrying case. And this thing is phenomenal, guys. So I now have 2 of them. This one is actually empty. It's completely empty. And I use this as a modular setup. So like if I want to grab some radios and some accessories and things, I just fill this with what I want, whether it's a combination of MERS, FRS, GMRS, ham radios, whatever. I can put it in here, but I also have one set up for my FRS, GMRS, and MERS radios, and I'm going to show you that one right now. All right, guys, so here is the Retevis case, and I mean, this thing is great. It's got padded carry handles. It's got a strap for over the shoulder. Really, really easy to carry. Lots and lots of radios. Let's open this thing up. And so the first thing I want to do is just kind of flip this open, and we'll cover this part in a minute, but this flap folds over the radio faces to keep them nice and protected. But you can see, you know, here you've got space for 9 radios. I have a space open because I've got a radio out right now. But here I'm carrying my 2 Radiodity MU5, my MERS radios. Here are 3 GMRS radios. These are Baofeng UV-5G Plus radios, which I've got a review coming out on here soon. This is an old TID radio, GM5R, a UV-5R clone for GMRS. These are GMRS 9Rs from Baofeng. These are their waterproof GMRS radios. And this is a UV-9R Pro, which is a ham radio that's also waterproof. And then what I do, guys, is just in the bottom here, I just tuck all the antennas for all these radios in there, and I've got a variety of antennas. But as you can see, it's very easy to keep up to 9 radios in this compartment, you know, and these, you know, UV-5G Plus radios are pretty large. You know, everybody knows the size of the Baofeng UV-5R. So, you know, you've got some variety there in case you need it, right? And then if you flip this flap down, the other side, as I spin this around, has some mesh and other pockets available. So, you know, here I've got a series of 4 FRS radios, right? I've got the TID radio TDM11s and the Radiodity HD1s. Both of those are waterproof radios that are awesome for FRS. So if I just need an FRS deployment for radios, I've got a few more here. I've got some Baofeng, what are these? I think these are the MP25s or something like that. I can't quite remember, but just, you know, so I've got 6 FRS radios in this bag, right, that I keep in here. And then, you know, here's some more pockets. And these can either be a full length pocket, or they have a little Velcro strip in here to divide these in half. So right here, I'm carrying, you know, just a speaker mic in case I needed a speaker mic. And then in this little pocket here, I've got the belt clips for the GMRS 9Rs and the UV-9R Pro, because they're detachable belt clips. So those are kept in that pocket. And then over here, I've got all my power distribution, right? So if I want to charge all these radios, every single radio I have in this case is USB-C rechargeable. So if I open this up, you can see I have a 6-plug USB-A charger, wall charger, with 6 USB cords in there. And then I also just keep in there a little cigarette lighter so that if I'm on the road, I can charge a couple of radios at a time from a vehicle. But you can set this up any way you want. If you've got radios that need cradles, docking cradles, you could put docking cradles in here. You could put more speaker mics in here. Really anything you want, you could put in here. And then just very easily, it closes. And then it is easy to zip up. There we go, right? And then, with this, I have in here the ability to carry 9 full-size radios and 6 FRS radios. So I've got 15 total radios in here of MERS, GMRS, and FRS radios that are readily deployable when I'm out in the field. I love these. So guys, I've been carrying these for a while now, and they are really durable. They bounce around in the van. They are in the camper. The stitching is real well done. The zippers are real well done. I haven't had any problems with anything coming apart. The handles are reinforced. It's really easy to carry. It's got a good strap, metal buckles. I mean, what more could you want out of a radio bag to carry that many radios and their accessories out in the field? I love this thing. Guys, I'm going to put a link down where you can pick one of these up. It is an affiliate link, so if you use my link to purchase, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a great way to support my channels. I get a little commission on the sale. But guys, if you are, like I said in the beginning of this video, if you are handing out radios, to the people that you're camping with, that you're hiking with, that you're off-roading with, or that you're overlanding with, or horseback riding, or whatever it is that you're doing, right? If you're the guy who's always handing out radios for everybody else, you need a way to carry those radios. And then also what I like is all of my radios have their own slot, right? So I immediately know which one is missing. If I'm getting radios back from people, I can say, oh, my son still has his radio or whatever. My wife still has her radio because it's missing. It's not in the case, right? Versus if you just throw them all in a duffel or whatever, you might not know that you're missing a radio until you get back to the house after your adventure. And then you have to remember, well, who did I give that radio to, right? So this is a really easy way to keep things organized and identified and maintained and protected. It's a really, really nice carry case. So guys, again, I'm going to put a link down below where you can pick one of these up. I highly recommend it. As I said, I already have 2. It wouldn't surprise me if at the rate I collect handhelds, if I won't have, 1 or 2 more of these things. Basically, what I ultimately want to do is I want to have one completely set up for MERS and one completely set up for GMRS. That way, if I'm doing GMRS operations with other people that are either associated with my license, immediate family members, or other people who have a GMRS license, I can issue those and then have a complete radio bag full of, let's say, 9 MERS radios, where that's for hanging out with people who don't have a GMRS license, who don't have a ham radio license. I can just issue MERS radios. So eventually that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have one of these bags complete with MERS radios, and I'm going to have one complete with GMRS radios. Guys, I love getting out in the field, and I love having reliable communications, which is why having go bags and the ability to organize your field gear for comms is really, really important. Guys, if you haven't seen my video yet, I have 4 ham HTs in this go kit. This thing is awesome. It stays in my car all the time. I love this thing. Check it out. I'm going to put a link right up here to where you can see a 4 ham radio HT go kit chock full of good stuff. Guys, I'm Kevin, and this is Comms by Kemp Outside. We're your inside source for outdoor comms. If you have any questions about this Retevis carry bag, drop some in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have other suggestions for how to carry this many HTs into the field in one single bag, I'd love to hear it. So drop some in the comments below. How do you get your radios into the field? Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you outside.